Welcome to Mindful Moments. Nourish your mind on the go. This audio uses AI narration to present our original book analysis. Today we're diving into Orson Scott Card's Speaker for the Dead. It's a sequel to Ender's Game, but it's set 3,000 years later. Imagine a planet. It's just teeming with alien life, and it's shrouded in mysteries. These mysteries really challenge everything you thought you knew about humanity, faith, and existence itself. That's the world we're exploring today.
And at the heart of it all is Ender Wiggin. You know, the boy who saved humanity from an alien invasion? He's a man now, though, burdened by the weight of what he did. He's known as the Xenocide, the one who wiped out an entire species, the buggers. Now he's searching for something more. Redemption, understanding, a way to make peace with his past.
And this search leads him to Lusitania, a planet with all these unique life forms, including the Pequeninos, that are often called piggies. I was really struck by the way Card contrasts these two worlds. You have this advanced human colony, and then this alien species they just don't understand.
That contrast really highlights one of the main themes. It's the struggle to coexist with the unknown. We see it in how the humans interact with the piggies, but also in their relationship with the Descolata, this catastrophic event that totally reshaped Lusitania's ecosystem.
The Descolata, yeah, I found it fascinating. This force of nature, it's destructive.
Yeah.
But also somehow essential to the planet. And the piggies, they seem to have this unique connection to it. Almost spiritual. I'm curious, what are your thoughts on the Descolata? What does it mean literally and metaphorically?
It's definitely one of the most intriguing parts of the book, literally. It's this force that disrupts the natural order, causes mutations, reshapes the environment. But metaphorically, I think it represents the forces of change and destruction, the ones we all face in life, a reminder that even with devastation, life finds a way.
And in the middle of all this, we meet Novinia. She's this brilliant xenobiologist, but she's grappling with her own tragedies, the recent death of her husband, Marcel, and the shadows of her past. She's raising 6 children, each with her own perspective and struggles. Novinia's family is really the catalyst for everything. 3 calls for a speaker for the dead come up. It's this ritualistic figure who seeks to understand and speak for the deceased. And all 3 calls, they're connected to Novinia's family somehow. That's right, Ender arrives on Lusitania. He's expecting a straightforward speaking, but he quickly gets pulled in to the web of Novinia's family and the mystery of Marcel's death. He starts investigating, trying to access Novinia's research files. He thinks they hold the key to understanding the piggies and their rituals.
It's interesting how Card tells the story. Through journal entries, letters, and recollections, it creates this layered story, slowly revealing the truth about Marcel, his relationship with Novinia, and the family secrets. I was guessing until the very end. And
as Ender investigates, we see things from the piggies' perspective. They see humans as buggers, which is unsettling. Given Ender's past, it made me question everything. Is their perception justified? Or is it just fear? And their own experiences?
Right. And that fear is made worse by their reverence for figures like the Hive Queen and the Hegemon. You know, remnants of Ender's war with the buggers.
They know about Ender's past. And it becomes clear, when human confronts him, human's a prominent piggy. And it's a pivotal moment. It highlights the consequences of Ender's actions and forces him to face his past.
That encounter really changes things. The piggies aren't passive subjects anymore. They have a history with humans, tied to Ender's own past. And it's way more complex than anyone realized. And as we go deeper into their world, we encounter the Descolata again. But this time, we see hints of their relationship with it. It's complex, almost symbiotic. It's even suggested that the Descolata might be part of their life cycle and their evolution.
That's a fascinating idea. A species evolving with destruction. It challenges everything about how we think about natural selection and adaptation. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a thought-provoking idea. It makes you think that maybe destruction and creation aren't always opposites, but they can be intertwined, essential even, for growth and evolution. It makes you question how we define life and intelligence. Are the piggies really sentient? Are they a threat? Or are we just projecting our own fears because of what happened with the buggers?
And that's where that controversial book comes in. The Life of Human. It challenges how we see the piggies, raises these tough questions about if they're sentient and the potential for conflict. It really made me rethink things.
Absolutely. The Life of Human. It's like a mirror showing us our own biases or preconceptions. It makes us confront the ethics of studying alien life, interacting with them. It shows the danger of thinking our way is the only way.
And just as we start to understand Lusitania and its inhabitants, the Starways Congress enters the picture, representing humanity's need
for control, For order, they're suspicious. Of Lusitania's contact with the piggies, they see it as a threat. The Starways Congress. They really embody that tension. Between exploring and controlling, you have the scientists trying to understand the piggies, their world, and then you have the Congress trying to impose their rules, no matter the consequences.
It's a clash between curiosity and fear, the need to learn and the urge to dominate. It's something we see in our own world, too.
Exactly, and it gets so bad that there's a threat of a second xenocide, the Congress, driven by fear and that need to control, ready to make the same mistakes.
It's a reminder of how easily we can fall back into violence, destruction, even when we know better. And for Ender, carrying the guilt of the first xenocide, the possibility of another, it weighs on him.
The story doesn't give us easy answers. It makes us wrestle with these ethical questions. How do we define sentience? What are the limits of science? What do we owe other beings, especially when they challenge us?
It's a powerful look at empathy.
Yeah.
Ender, he was so good at understanding his enemies and destroying them. Now he has to use that empathy to protect a species that's totally alien to him.
He has to confront his past, his capacity for violence, but also compassion to find a way forward. And he's not alone. Novinia is trying to overcome her grief, her guilt. Her children are facing their own traumas. Even the piggies, they're challenging our ideas about their intelligence, their motivations.
It reminds us that growth and understanding can come from anywhere, even in the middle of conflict.
And Card brings together religion and science. It adds another layer. You have this Catholic colony struggling with what the piggies mean.
And Ender, he is calling himself the speaker for the dead, acting like a priest, trying to explain life and death.
He's not just speaking for the dead, though. He's speaking for the living, too, guiding them to understand themselves better, their place in the universe. It shows how powerful stories are to connect us, challenge us, help us understand.
And then there's the ending. It just leaves us hanging. Ender's right there with the Lusitanians. And the Starways Congress fleet is coming. They're coming to investigate, maybe punish, maybe even wipe out the piggies.
Yeah, the weight of history. It's really on Ender's shoulders. He's got to protect Lusitania, the piggies, and maybe even humanity itself. From repeating the mistakes, he's playing a dangerous game, trying to manipulate everything, orchestrate a rebellion against this massive power. It's like walking a tightrope. One wrong step, and it all falls apart.
Card's writing. It keeps you guessing. Will Ender pull it off? Can he find a way to make Lusitania and the Congress work together? Can he stop another xenocide? Or will his past catch up to him?
You know, Speaker for the Dead, it doesn't give you the answers. It makes you think about them, talk about them, debate them. It stays with you.
That's what makes this deep dive so interesting. We've just scratched the surface of all of the themes and ideas. In Speaker for the Dead, there's so much more to explore, like what the Descolata really is, the piggies and the trees, the deeper meaning of the life of human, and of course what happens to Lusitania.
If you want to really understand it all, you have to read it for yourself.
To uncover the mysteries of Lusitania and experience Ender's journey, get your copy of Speaker for the Dead. The link is in the description. And don't forget to subscribe to Mindful Moments for more book analyses delivered right to you. Until next time, keep those minds nourished and engaged.